Hello, my friends, and welcome to my review of Knight of Cups. Now, if I say King of Cups anytime in this review, I apologize in advance, because for some reason, that's what I want to call this movie. That's what my brain wants to call this film, King of Cups. But it's Knight of Cups, and I got to remember that the star of this film, Christian Bale, was in two movies called The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. So, Knight. So this is the third movie that I know of where it has Knight in the title with a K, starring Christian Bale. So I got to try and remember that. All right. Knight of Cups is the brand new human experimental film from Terrence Malick, a filmmaker that I really do love. Even though he does try my patience a lot in his movies, I really do love his cinema. I love his look at life. I love the way his movies are shot. They feel very natural and realistic, dreamlike, weird, strange, nightmarish. Probably for a lot of people, it's probably nightmarish. People who don't have high attention span. But anyways, so with this new one, and he's a director that is known for not ever really talking to the press. He shies away from any press, and he actually took a 20-year break from 1978 to 1998, where he didn't make a single film. I don't know what he was doing, if he was trying to come up with all these new ideas for movies, because he's been working pretty steady since 1998. So this new one, Knight of Cups, yes, stars Christian Bale. Christian Bale plays a man who's in the movie business. Not much of a stretch there. We kind of get to know him. His brother is played by Wes Bentley. He has a father who's played by Brian Dennehy. Really great cast so far. And then he seems to be in these relationships with women who include Imogen Poots, Kate Blanchett, Natalie Portman, and Teresa Palmer, and maybe some more. He also goes to a big Hollywood party hosted by Antonio Banderas, and at that party you see a lot of different cameos from people probably all over the Hollywood world. And the movie just floats around and captures all of this thing that's going on as he's dealing with life and issues he has with his relationships and issues he has with his family. They do hint on the fact why it's called Knight of Cups. I'm not going to spoil that in this review, but it was kind of interesting to find out, like, okay, so that's why it's called Knight of Cups. All right, I thought it was a weird title. It's such an odd title. Okay, sorry about that. Back to the review. So when it comes to Terrence Malick, I really love his work. I've seen all of his films now. He does have a few movies in the works that are going to come out in the next few years. I love what he did in the 1970s. Seems like he was really making movies and telling stories about people and their journey, whether he's dealing with people who are criminals or just regular, honest workers. He seemed like he captured something very beautiful in the 1970s. And then when he tackled World War II in the 90s, he did it in such a unique way that I had to see the movie a few times before I actually enjoyed it. And I've really liked his work ever since that. But it seems like the last three films, To the Wonder, this one, Knight of Cups, and The Tree of Life, he seems like he's more interested in giving the audience a visual experience more than anything else. Now, I love The Tree of Life. I understand if anybody hates that film or doesn't find any enjoyment from the movie. I get it, because we really don't get to know anybody. We don't really get to know I don't know. It's hard, because I had an emotional experience watching that because it was just so beautiful. And the last three films, he's also worked with Oscar-winning cinematographer Emmanuel Lubezki, who's won 3 Oscars in the last 3 years. And so the movie is just visually stunning. And I can say that for Knight of Cups, The Tree of Life, and To the Wonder. This is kind of some weird trilogy that he's crafted here. And I don't think they're getting any better as they go along. I think Knight of Cups is probably the weakest out of this. No, I'm calling this a trilogy. He doesn't have to call it a trilogy. It's just, these are the last 3 films that he's made, and they seem like they have similar themes, especially when it comes to the movie-making process. It just seems like he's more interested in being more experimental, just showing images and having the camera move in certain ways, and it's just so beautiful. And I'm watching Knight of Cups thinking, this movie looks great, but why am I emotionally detached from it? Why do I not care about anything that's happening? I think I was more accepting with The Tree of Life and To the Wonder, but now it's kind of gone in this direction with the third film, and it comes off as a little tedious, and my patience is weighing. The movie is almost 2 hours. I would have shaved off a half an hour. It's great to see the city of Los Angeles through the eyes of Terrence Malick, Las Vegas. Again, the movie looks great. It's a great-looking film, but you never really get to know Christian Bale and his character and his relationships. I feel like I'm a fly in the wall that's just buzzing around and capturing little pieces of dialogue from here and there, and then flying away, and then coming back, and we do that all over again. That's what it feels like. So, if you love Terrence Malick, I think you owe yourself to watch this movie. I'm not going to say that you're going to enjoy it or love it as much as his previous work. And if you hate Terrence Malick and you're done with him, you must stay away from this movie because it's just more of the same that he does. And I'm really hoping that he keeps his visual style, but in his next few films, I would like to get to know some characters. I would like to have some emotions. I would like to have a story. That's what I forgot to mention. There's not much of a story here that at least I could get into. I would like story, characters, and these amazing visuals with great music. I think Terrence Malick is a unique director, and I love his dreamlike, nightmarish style. It felt like for 2 hours I was in this dream. I was in his mind having a dream of his. That's how I think of his last films. They're almost like dreamlike journeys through the mind of Terrence Malick. And I've enjoyed them for the most part, but this one kind of got on my nerves just a little bit, and I'd like for him to maybe have some self-control and give us something like an emotional... I don't know. I'm lost. I'm done. Just something. I want to feel something. I really want to feel something when I see a movie like this. And again, the visuals are great, and that's what really kept me in attendance to this movie. So that's it. I just hope in the future Terrence Malick, as he continues to bring out more movies, thankfully, I really like that he's around. He's just a different look. It's just a different way of looking at life. I appreciate that because I see lots of movies, and it's nice to see something just different at the theater. But again, you like Terrence Malick, see it. If you don't, stay away from it. All right, everyone, it's not my final review. I hope to do more of these in the future, especially from Terrence Malick. But my final rating for Knight of Cups, not King of Cups, Knight of Cups, I'm going to give the film a solid 3.5 stars out of 4, mainly because it was just a visual marvel. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.